Yo, what is up, bros? This is Bruchminati back with the big map mod and are as close to historically accurate as possible. Major German campaigns when we had left off. 1941 had came to a close. Winter had stalled out the German advance. It is now 1942. The Germans are prepared to continue the siege on Leningrad, take Sevastopol, and then launch fall Blau into the Caucasus, into Stalingrad, and I think that is it. And then after that, we're gonna have to go into some alternate history. So Army Group North, mostly around Stalingrad. We got a few bros on the front up here. Rommel with his Army Group Center outside of Moscow. And then, of course, Army Group South, Saratov, Stalingrad, Sevastopol. I'm calling this Rostov, even though that is labeled as Rostov. And I'm hoping one of these is like Mayakop. The map is so bad, and I couldn't find any translations, so who knows. So the first order of business before we launch Fall Blau is we must take Sevastopol. All operations in the Crimea under Fyodor von Bach. And hopefully he'll go up and help out with Stalingrad. I don't want Palace in charge up there. I mean, we can loosen up some of the forward Russian units before we launch our attack, I would think. And we've got to hit Leningrad a couple times. Oh, and there was big news that I had missed when we had left off. I didn't see it. But apparently the French have landed. The French have landed down here. I had not seen it. Hungarian bro's already on it though. Day 2 of the 1942 offensive. We are just hammering Leningrad. Soviets trying to send in a couple units to help out. It's not helping. They're just being demolished. Alright, Bach. Turns out Sevastopol has a pretty decent amount of health. Fall Blau may have to be put off for a while. Back to the... Look at what the French are doing. They're absolute savages. The French don't care. They will whack you. I have to call in reinforcements against the French. Day 3. Of the 1942 summer offensive. Alright, Bach. You are holding up Operation Fall Blau. Damn! Maybe I should have sent more troops down here. This is kind of what I expected the entire invasion of the Soviet Union to be like. Cities with a bunch of health and putting down higher units than at least tier 1. And it never really happened. Day 4. They're actually kind of getting with it up here. Putting out new troops. Okay, come on, bro. We gotta get this fall Blau going. Alright, we got it. Maybe. Boom! A siege of Sevastopol. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. What I had left off last episode trying to do was bring the siege gun down there. Damn it. Anyways, it's time to launch Operation Fall Blau. Underway. Where's Team Stalingrad? Alright, Team Stalingrad. Now from the map I was looking at, it shows that most of the Panzer Army came down from the north. Like this here. So keeping with the historical accurateness, that's exactly what we're doing. This right here, Fall Blau, is going to allow the Germans to regain the initiative on the Eastern Front. Look at the Italians and their Rete Division. Been hammering, what did I call that? El Alamein, I think. Is it day 5? Or did I actually skip a day? You know, the siege of Sevastopol was such a drain. I forgot what day we were on. Bros, I feel bad for you. You don't know what's coming. So some of these would have been going to Vornesh, but I don't know. I guess it's not on the map. Unless this is... So this was Kiev. This was... Were we calling this Krakow? Maybe. I'm not even sure anymore. All I know is this is my Rostov. For Rostov-on-Don to be Rostov, you have to at least be close to the Don. Boom! Rostov has fallen. Goring has still not taken care of the Soviet Navy like he said he was going to do. Goring, hearing von Bock shit-talking, went ahead and launched his air attacks out of his newly acquired airfields in Sevastopol. Day number 6. I'll give it up to Leningrad. It's holding. The population is still not giving up. Fall Blau has reached the outskirts of Stalingrad. Castle Ring pulls back because he's about to die. Okay, you bros can just chill up here. You're no longer needed. You're protecting the flank. Ha! Protect the flank. I believe that was the Romanians' job. Should we hold off the French landings? Yes, the French have not landed recently. Breaking news from another front. The Italians rushed off and attacked El Alamein without German backup and got completely crushed. So historically accurate. Day 7. See, look, they produced a good unit. They must be getting through the blockade. That's my guess. Supplies are coming in. All right, Stalingrad. The rest of you can head south. This back element can head south. We're going to call in Göring's Luftwaffe to take care of that area, I think. So, okay. The goals were Voronezh, Stalingrad, Astrakhan, and the oil fields of the Caucasus. Basically need to get to what? Grozny. Northern flank defense, 2 panzers, seems about right. Damn, Soviets are getting... I'm going to start building some defenses up here. Soviets are done playing. We're definitely sneaking in supplies and manpower. The entire 1942 summer offensive is being held up by Fall Blau. You bros need to get your shit together. You're not going to let one city define the entire German invasion of the Soviet Union. You cannot allow that. You were not even supposed to go into Stalingrad in the first place. We're bringing Bach across here. The entire Italian army has been eradicated. I just noticed we are over halfway. Round 163. Damn. Siege of Stalingrad. Oh, you know what? You know what, bros? It's possible. But we're gonna have to hold off on the actual taking it until we at least take I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna say this is Grozny and this is Mayakop. So when we take this, this, and this, we'll call that the extent, because we need some place to say, okay, that's how far they got. So we're calling it this right here. Once we get that, then starts alternate history. We take Stalingrad, we move on Moscow, we take Leningrad, and then grab everything else. Of course they would block that off. All Bach wanted to do was land. Can a guy land for an invasion? We're gonna have to call in Goring for help again, I'm afraid. I hate to do it. Every time you call the guy up, he's such an ass. And he's always eating. Goring, can you get up off your fat ass long enough? Call in your Luftwaffe to make sure that Bach does not die. That would be perfect. Alright, so let's send... Now that we got Stalingrad down, I can peel some of these units off and send them here. Making all these units go down here. So, you bros have done a fine job. This kind of went in reverse. The Panzer armies, or one major Panzer army, was redirected here from the south back to Stalingrad. I'm going from Stalingrad down to here. Historical accuracy just completely screwed. Alright, you bros think you can handle this with what you got? 6th Army. I think you can handle it. Oh, look! Probing attacks on the northern flank. Romanians, you better be ready. I don't know if there is a being ready, though. The 1942 Summer Offensive. Fox getting it done. Let's see here. Bolshevik. Boom! Well done, bros. The attack on our Astrakhan. Not Astrakhan, Mayakop. And what I didn't name this city anything. We're already getting some losses up here on Stalingrad. Things are going well. Things are going as planned. All you needed was Bach down here handling this. The Fuhrer dropped the ball on that. Everybody needs some Bach in their life. Keep Stalingrad beat down. I know, you guys are wondering about the Italians. Let's go check. The Italians in North Africa are trying to make up for their dismal display of military might. We finally tightened up the siege of Leningrad. They're not getting any more reinforcements in there. Still fighting just a gruesome battle in Stalingrad. Kesselring ain't getting anywhere close to that. He's faking strep throat. Look at this little bit of Soviet defense. Just the tiniest bit, but still more than we have seen during the entire invasion of the Soviet Union. Still, it's nice to see the Soviets coming at us a bit. Alright, this is what we were called Mayakop, so we know how far south over here to go. Maybe. I think next round, we're gonna have a successful fall Blau. I guess I shouldn't say successful, because it wasn't successful. We are going to get to the extent of what fall Blau got to. Weak. And I'm gonna say this will be the final week of actual historical events. We are going to reach what Fall Blau did. Boom! We have done it! We have launched a unsuccessful Fall Blau campaign. Now, the question is, how much time have I used? Should I go ahead and go right into alternate history on the Eastern Front? We'll wrap this up, get my troops in place, and then next video, launch the invasion of Moscow. So I think I will wrap this up. We've got, I'm going to guess 3 more episodes of alternate history to do here. The first one, which will be the next one, is the Soviet Union. We will launch the attack into Moscow, finish the siege of Leningrad, take Stalingrad, take Grozny. Then the second alternate history episode will be North Africa and the Middle East, because we've got some German armies here. Secret German armies have been moving into place, including the Desert Mouse Brigade. It's amazing. It's absolutely gonna hammer the French. We also got Gibraltar. That'll be part of North Africa, obviously. And then the third and final episode of alternate history will be Operation Sea Lion. We might be able to get it in one episode because I got capital ships here to take out all these cities on the coast, which is going to save us a tremendous amount of time. And plus, we got a large panzer army ready to go. With that, bros, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. If you're enjoying this content, you know what to do. Slap the like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and I will be back here for our next upload. Peace. Bruchminati out.